I made a video. It was actually on the 4th of July. And I posted it, and it was about divine protection and how I've had the privilege of being divinely protected my whole life. And I've been seeing so many things about not just Nolan Xavier Wells, but also even recent, like within the last weeks and months, of Black women and men found hung to their death with no answers, nobody to say anything about it. And they rule these as people who have unalived themselves, when it just is not the case, you know. And I was thinking about Nolan, and he was 18, and his mom and his dad and his family, and first of all, like what they must be experiencing, and the fact that he should absolutely still be alive right now, getting ready to go to college and play football, and he's not. And I see people posting about it, enraged, rightfully so. And I think about the way that I move through life, and the way that my daughters have the ability and privilege to move through life, where I don't fear for my daughters' lives, whether we're together or they're at school. Right now they're getting ready to go on a field trip. And, you know, I tell them, stick together, don't talk to strangers, all of those things. But I don't have to fear for their lives like a Black mother fears for her child's life, or a Black father fears for his child's life daily. My parents are from Mexico, and when I was little, my first language was Spanish. My daughters are half Mexican and half Puerto Rican. And yet we move in this world, in this country, with a distinct privilege still, even though we're people of color and descent of these countries outside of here. I think the least we can do is acknowledge that Black people in this country have not just been oppressed and persecuted, but continue to actively be hunted and it's there's so many layers to it, but ultimately it's just not okay. And it's hard to even have anything to say to add to the conversation, but it's like, at least I think acknowledging Nolan's life and his family's grief as sacred, and acknowledging the fact that the rest of us do walk around with I get to walk around in my life knowing that I'm divinely protected, but also there's a very specific privilege that I walk with, where I don't fear for my life the way that a black woman next to me should, because it's real. The hate and the violence on black men and women is real. And there's no one to defend them, because the ones that swore to protect and to serve are many times the ones committing the crimes against them. I was up last night and just feeling like the grief of this specific situation, but also the fact that, like, it's been centuries. It's been centuries in the history of, first of all, how black people came here, were brought here. How they were tortured, raped, genocide, enslaved. Only to then be freed, but still be oppressed and have just a whole system against them just existing. And yet we take from the beauty and art and divinity and entertainment that they offer to our society and our culture. We take freely. And not only do we not appreciate a black life, and the contributions of even evolution through different inventions, through thoughts, through all kinds of things. And it's like, some things are just wrong, you know? And I don't know. I don't have any solutions. I do hope that whoever is involved with any of these and they know what they did, I hope that shit haunts them every moment of the rest of their lives. And I hope that divine justice is served through whatever means. Even if legally they get away with that shit. Energy is real. I can't imagine the grief and outrage that their family must be feeling right now.